So I know you're back in the Bureau. I know it's been quite a day for you. You know, this mass that we're going to be seeing, I mean, records will be broken by this mass, but he went into politics this morning. I know you and Stuart had a moment today on Varney and Company. I was actually sitting right there, Father Jonathan, you know, full disclosure. As we monitor these live pictures, I got to play a real quick soundbite of you and Mr. Stuart Varney today, because it's something else. Let's play that real quick.
Father, that is irrelevant at this point.
It's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant.
Pope Francis
because you're suggesting that he's in deep water because he's taking sides on policy. What he didn't say, though, is I support this particular law that this particular politician is proposing. That's not his job. What his job is to say, I believe this is a moral issue. Climate change is a moral issue.
Father Jonathan, I was sitting there next to Stuart when he was doing that interview. By the way, I told him he was going to hell for that interview.
No.
But, yeah, I know.
And he might be right.
Yeah. But the climate change issue, I was surprised to hear that from this Pope this morning, and you were not, because he went political so quickly this morning. Why did he do that?
Well, you know, we say he went political because he's talking about principles that have political consequences. But popes and pastors and religious people have done that for forever. Think of Dr. Martin Luther King. Did he go political when he was fighting for the freedom of slaves and for against discrimination? That's a normal thing. From principles come consequences, sometimes social, sometimes political. But yes, it seems that Pope Francis's belief in what has been a public international consensus saying that human activity does affect climate change, and climate change affects people's lives. Well, it's coinciding right now with a very strong political debate. Now, whether you believe those scientists or not, that's up to you. I don't really know, and I wouldn't be so sure as Pope Francis is. But he's doing it not based on an interest in entering into partisan politics, but saying if climate change affects people, then it matters to me.
You know, one of the other things that he did, I mean, he the president brought up a lot of issues, but they talked about some, you know, kind of a couple of immigration, women's rights, all those things came up between the president and this Pope. He's going to be on his way to New York, and he's going to be right here in Midtown Manhattan. I know you're going to be here as well.
Yes.
He's talked so much about, and we're a business network, he's talked so much about capitalism, and he sounds kind of anti-capitalist, to be honest with you, Father Jonathan. How do you think he's going to be greeted here by the financial folks that have frankly put a lot of money into the church where he's going to be holding mass? Well,
Cheryl, I think it's an understandable interpretation. But as he said on the plane from Cuba to the United States, he said, you know, some people have thought that I lean left, that I'm a lefty. That's not true. And maybe there needs to be a better explanation. He's not anti-capitalism. He has never said that he was. What he has said is that unbridled or unfettered capitalism has a tremendous effect on the poor, on the disenfranchised. Who wants unbridled capitalism? How do we have capitalism that works in the United States? By making sure that it's under the rule of law. And I think we'd all be in favor of that. Think of Volkswagen, for example, right now, not following the rule of law. It's not a healthy thing.
Yeah, Father Jonathan, I know that you've been there. It's been a very long day for you. We appreciate your insights into all of this.